the Dominica Community High School. Up next, we're bringing you the DBS Major Morning News.
DBS News. Fresh in the morning. Eye-opening and balanced. The DBS Morning News starts right now.
This morning's headlines: Discover Dominic Authority DDA gives the opening and national parade of Mass Dominic 2025 a high rating. A Trafalgar man goes on trial this morning for a 2017 murder. St. Kitts Nevis reduces value-added tax to deal with rising global food prices. And news from the international scene: the U.S. President-elect Donald Trump to take the oath today for a second term as president. Details of the morning news right after this.
Ho, ho, ho! Soft Weave has something special for you. Introducing Soft Weave's new Christmas design paper towel. Now this is your chance to win big for the season. Purchase Soft Weave's Christmas design paper towels and get a chance to win one of 9 amazing prizes. Prizes include $1,000 cash, $500 cash, shopping vouchers, hams, and turkeys. Ho, ho, ho! So hurry now. Grab your Soft Weave Christmas design paper towels and win big. Make this season merry and mess-free. Soft Weave Christmas Edition. Promotion ends January 31st. See in stores for details.
Terms and conditions apply.
Merry Christmas to everyone.
Petro Caribbean. Tank installation is part of our mission. Excellent client support is what we got. Contribution to development of Dominica. Supply of LPG at an affordable rate. Let's go. Petro Caribbean straight. No time to waste. So come on everyone with me to Petro Caribbean. 250 gallon propane tank. 420 pound propane tank. 100 pound LPG cylinder. Petro Caribbean. 20 pound fiberglass cylinder. Petro Caribbean. Petro Caribbean. Petro Caribbean. Petro Caribbean. Petro Caribbean. Petro Caribbean. Petro Caribbean.
Since 1910, HHV Whitchurch and Company Limited has proudly served Dominica, offering a wide variety of products and services in shipping, logistics, insurance, travel, retail, and wholesale. We are committed to serve you. Contact us today at 767-255-1100 or visit us at our main office on Old Street, Roseau. From humble beginnings to proud achievements, HHV Whitchurch and Company Limited.
DBS News.
Welcome back to the DBS Major Morning News. My name is Curtis Matthew. The news this morning brought to listeners to the kind compliments of Fine Foods Inc., Petro Caribbean, and HHV Whitchurch and Company Limited. Here we go with our lead story. The events manager at Discover Dominic Authority, Ayodele Andrew, has rated the opening and national parade of Mass Dominic 2025 a huge success. The opening and national parade began at Pottersville on Saturday, proceeded into Roseau and culminated on the Dame Eugenia Charles Boulevard with a short presentation by the various groups on parade.
Everything didn't go according to plan, but the best parts did. And I think that was what we really wanted to do, was execute having the tribute to Frankie Bellot, and we were able to execute that. And our highlight of featuring our traditional groups, giving them that time to present. You know, I think the greatest part of it was seeing the children who are coming up, like the Granbury Primary School and the Africulture Student Workers, and even in some of the adult groups, there were some children in the Darkies and the Black Devils. So I think that was really great for the world to see. And I can tell you, we've been interacting with the tourists who are here on that cruise ship, and they are so happy that they stayed to see this. They say it's unlike anything that they have ever seen. And this is one of the main reasons why we did this spectacle on the Bayfront. It's to show Dominica's Carnival as a tourism product, that we have something unique and exceptional in our rich culture and heritage to share with the world.
And that's the events manager at Discover Dominica Authority, Ayodele Andrew. Andrew says Discover Dominica Authority did not allow the rainfall to affect the event.
So, I mean, we had some hold up with the weather. That's something we have no control over. With some rain, with causing some of the troops to fall in a little late into the parade. But we did start off and move on, and we had a few pauses because of the rain, something we have no control over. And then with some of the groups that came in a little bit late, fitting them in. I really want to commend the Commonwealth of Dominica Police Force, ensuring that we have the support that we need on the route to execute this, and without them, this would not be able to work. And the Road Parade Committee and everybody at the DDA team and all the partners who worked with us to be able to put this on. And of course, there are lessons learned, and we'll be looking out for this growing bigger and greater.
Events manager at Discover Dominica Authority, Ayodele Andrew. Marketing director of Miami Carnival, John Beckford, says the Dominica Carnival product is spectacular and appealing. Beckford was in Dominica for the opening and national parade of Mass Dominic 2025 at the weekend. He says his committee intends to continue to collaborate with Discover Dominica Authority.
Absolutely outstanding. I think, seeing the true essence of Mass, the sensei, the kids. I think this is a beautiful display. I think he had about 20-something bands passing the stage here. That was impressive. The rainbow was out. It was beautiful. I mean, a little bit of rain, but hey, rain only stopped cricket, right? So thanks to Ms. Williams, the CEO of DDA, we have an ongoing partnership. And, it is our fervent hope that we will continue to strengthen the relationship with Dominica. Usually each year for Miami Carnival, we have talent that comes out of Dominica, whether it's a Banton or last year we had Triple K, big up James and the crew. It was, always fantastic, and the talent runs deep here in this country. So I gave Miss Williams a long list, and we'd love to see for Miami Carnival, Triple K, Signal Van, Trilogy. I was down here for the World Creole Music Festival and had a chance to listen to Carolyn XP. As I said, the talent runs deep here. So, it is our hope that, with this ongoing collaboration, we'll help to grow Dominica Carnival as well as, you help to grow Miami Carnival with the talent that shows up on our concert stage, thanks to DDA.
And that's the marketing director of Miami Carnival, John Beckford. A Trafalgar man charged with a 2017 murder is to have his matter tried at the High Court this morning. Ronaldo Luke picks up the story.
When the High Court resumes its sitting on Monday, a 9-member jury is expected to be impaneled to commence the murder trial of Eustace Williams, who is charged with the April 4, 2017 murder of his brother, Edward McGlure. According to earlier reports from the police, it is alleged that on April 2, 2017, at Trafalgar, William inflicted serious wounds to the face and head of McGlure. The 59-year-old was transported to the then Princess Margaret Hospital, where he was examined and admitted, but later succumbed to injuries sustained on April 4, 2017. During his arraignment last week, Williams told the court he is not guilty of murder but guilty of manslaughter. Director of Public Prosecution Shuma Darampo did not accept the guilty plea to the lesser charge and requested that the matter go to trial. Following case management, the trial was set for January 20th. The accused is represented by defense attorney Darius Jones and Tihani B. Hansen. Ronaldo Luke reporting for DBS News.
Thank you very much, Ronaldo Luke, for your comprehensive report. from the courts in Dominica. Other news this morning, Calypsonian and social media influencer Narin Murphy says he's unfazed after 9 gunshots hit his vehicle at his home in the early hours of Sunday morning. Mr. Murphy made this statement on Sunday.
The Lord is my shepherd. I will fear no evil, because no weapon formed or fashioned against me will prosper. You who took that cowardly act to trespass on my property, to try to intimidate me, you did not succeed. You have just made me stronger and more resolute. I'm not afraid to die, ladies and gentlemen. So if that was the objective, to intimidate me, you have failed and you will be caught. It is unfortunate the state we have to be at this time, causing a lot of pain and anxiety to my loved ones. You have not weakened me, you have strengthened me. You know why this was done. Yes, you, and I'm talking to you. I am not intimidated. I have done no wrong to any human being. I have simply tried to assist where I have to assist and be a sense of reason where I have to. And this is what I'm confronted with. Thank you very much for the overwhelming calls, text messages, WhatsApp messages, emails of support. I appreciate it. Thank God, it is just my vehicle that received 9 gunshots intended to severely compromise the operations of that vehicle. Are you feeling happy now? Are you feeling proud right now? I am not intimidated.
Calypsonian and social media influencer Narin Murphy. Well, police told DBS News yesterday they have begun investigation into the incident. Miss Dominica Kiana Dyer is among 5 competitors for the Miss OECS pageant in Dominica on January 31 at the Windsor Park Stadium forecourt. Events manager at Discover Dominica Authority, Ayodele Andrew, has encouraged the public to support the event.
The Miss OECS pageant will take place on the 31st of January. It does fall in our Carnival calendar now, which is great. So we have contestants from 5 islands taking place in the Miss OECS competition this year. And of course, Miss Dominica Kiana Dyer will be representing Dominica at the Miss OECS pageant at the Windsor Park Sports Stadium. I think this is the fourth year that they're executing and they're building. So, and this is only the second time it is in Dominica's Carnival calendar. So I think that will, bolster the attendance to the event. Now that it is in our Carnival calendar.
And that's the events manager at Discover Dominica Authority, Ayodele Andrew. Let's remind you, 9:30 this morning, we bring you the Talking Point program. And on the Talking Point program this morning, waste management and the status and plans going forward for waste management. The Minister for the Environment, Kozia Frederick, will be one of the major hosts on the program. Talking Point, Ivona John Baptist Luge and the Minister for the Environment, Kozia Frederick, as they take a look at waste management status and plans for the improvement going forward. News from the region now. The government of St. Kitts Nevis has announced action to protect citizens by addressing the global food price crisis. The government said the value-added tax will be reduced from 17% to 13% for the first 6 months of the year. The VAT relief is expected to lower the cost of essential goods, including food items, thereby providing immediate relief to householders. In addition to the VAT reduction, the government introduced the Budget Wallet program targeting individuals earning less than $5,000 a month. Recipients will receive $250 per month from January to June 2025, providing direct financial assistance to those most impacted by the rising cost of living. U.S. President-elect Donald Trump will be sworn in for his second term as president today. The ceremony, traditionally held outside the U.S. Capitol, has been moved to indoors due to the weather. Following the oath of office, Trump will address the nation before he's expected to parade across town to the White House and attend 3 balls in the evening. About 200,000 supporters are expected to visit the city to mark the presidential transfer of power. In his final rally Sunday, Donald Trump promised to sign a blitz of executive orders on his first day as president. Well, that ceremony to be watched by millions of people around the world today as Donald Trump takes his oath for a second term as the U.S. president. That too is a look at the DBS Morning News. Don't go away. The sports report comes up shortly.
Not only does it make your white the cleanest and brightest, the benefits of using Clean and White bleach are endless. The sterilizing property of Clean and White bleach is beneficial for several household purposes. Clean and White bleach has the ability to remove mold and mildew from hard surfaces, serve as a disinfectant for household items like your kitchen and bathroom area, and even your baby's toys. Clean and White bleach is available in various sizes at Fine Food. Call 617-6342 or order on Click and Collect your Clean and White bleach today. Clean and White bleach available at Fine Foods and sold island-wide.
Petro Caribe. Tank installation is part of our mission. Excellent client support is what we got. Contribution to development of Dominica. Supply of LPG at an affordable rate. Let's go. Petro Caribe straight. No time to waste. So come on everyone with me to Petro Caribe. 250 gallon propane tank. 420 pound propane tank. 100 pound LPG cylinder. Petro Caribe. 20 pound fiberglass cylinder. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe.
Since 1910, HHV Whitchurch and Company Limited has proudly served Dominica, offering a wide variety of products and services in shipping, logistics, insurance, travel, retail, and wholesale. We are committed to serve you. Contact us today at 767-255-1100 or visit us at our main office on Old Street, Roseau. From humble beginnings to proud achievements, HHV Whitchurch and Company Limited.
Covering the nation and beyond, DBS Sports Report.
Rudolph Thomas Enterprise in Portsmouth, your suppliers of building materials and hardware products. Over 20 years experience in the business. Rudolph Thomas has lumber and plywood, Portland and tile cement, steel rods, galvanized and fence pipe, and Rudolph Thomas can meet all your wire needs. Galvanized roofing sheets, doors, windows, toilet sets, face basins and bidets, PVC piping, fittings and lattice. Check out Rudolph Thomas for ceramic and vinyl floor and wall tiles, nails, nuts and bolts, paint and painting supplies. And check out their line of electrical and hand tools. And Rudolph Thomas is your one-stop shop for hard-to-find items like fiberglass mat and fiberglass resin and welding rods. Go now to Rudolph Thomas on 1240 Bay Street in Portsmouth.
The National Bank of Dominica Board of Directors invites all shareholders to cocktails and calypso. The annual Shareholders Forum, Thursday, January 30th, 2025 at the Fort Young Hotel. Get informed. Understanding the annual report and financial statements by facilitator Dr. Robertine Chatterton. Pre-registration is required for shareholders attending the forum online. Visit nbddominica.com or NBD's social media platform for registration links and instructions. Join us as we mix business insights with vibrant culture. NBD's Cocktails and Calypso, the annual Shareholders Forum 2025.
Let's begin the DBS Morning Sports Report with football news. Coaches of the DSFC and Do It Center Mighty Avengers football clubs they're asking questions after their Division 1 semi-final match was postponed for the second time in 3 days. The two teams, they were set to meet on Sunday evening in the continuation of their match, which ended prematurely back in November due to a bottle throwing incident. The match was unable to take place due to concerns from the referee about inadequate security. Thursday's match was also postponed due to the unavailability of the match referee. Do It Center Mighty Avengers head coach Karim Regis says this is a frustrating situation.
Yeah, it's extremely frustrating, especially when you have staff, you have 18 guys who take time out of their day, who make sacrifices to make themselves available to come and play a game, 45 minutes of football. And for the second time now, we cannot have that done. It's not just the monetary, but it's the time and the effort of the players. We have a lot of guys with families. We have a lot of guys who have lives outside of football. And the thing is that the people suffering here are the players, and these are the only people who do not get paid. Everybody in the association is paid, and the players, the ones that make the football possible, are the ones who suffer. And it's just not how it's supposed to be. And well, the Mighty Avengers, we cannot continue like this. We cannot continue wasting resources. Both myself and the management crew cannot continue on this path, and the FA has to come to an amicable conclusion. We got confirmation from the FA that the game will play today, and yet again another opportunity has come and the game has not played. So moving forward, we'll have to be taking some action in respect to that.
Are you saying that the club might, probably not show up when the game is rescheduled, or is it too early to tell?
No, it's never been in our DNA to not show up for a game. We're always willing to play football. Mighty Avengers is one of the clubs that you can ask the FA records. We've never missed a game. We've always shown up. We've always come and tried our hardest. Even when we were in our losing stages, we never missed a game. But something has to be done. Some assurance has to be given. Some decisions have to be taken, because the initial reason why the game did not conclude was of no fault of ours. And now our team is suffering because of that. And that just doesn't make sense to me.
And that's the Do It Center Mighty Avengers head coach Karim Regis. DSFC head coach Kunta Charles also expressed similar views.
Well, really and truly, I mean, like you say, the players, they're both teams there. We have fans in the stands, you feel me? Everybody hyped for the game, 45 minutes, just 45 minutes. And you're telling me about security, about I'm afraid of something happen. Nothing not going to happen. We're just going to have a nice, friendly game for 45 minutes, score a couple goals and finish with that. No, we have people traveling. I have people on my team that stay back. Fellas have to be in other places doing their work. My brother, it's just rough. It's rough because like a lot of men losing, I wouldn't say morale, they're losing just confidence in the league itself. Like some man telling me like they best they continue their fishing, best they go and look for their goats, best they stay and farm. Man telling me best they do come back and best they just stay and do their workovers, you feel me? I'm not traveling too. And that is nonsense. And now, what the next thing too, I think DFA doesn't, like they just get away with murder. Them and doing anything, anytime. And all these small clubs just come in and vote them. When we have people saying, oh, only from Point Michel, only with them. I think we're the most hated club in the island when it comes to them fellas.
What would you have to say about the organization of the league? Because, the game was promoted since Thursday. Today is Sunday and there's no security in place. So what would you want to say about that?
It's showing how poor the whole organization is. I mean, it's real poor, and they have to do better.
And that's the DSFC head coach Kunta Charles. Meantime, DFA President Glenn Etienne says the DFA will have to meet to decide on a way forward.
Well, first of all, Gavin, let me apologize on behalf of DFA to both teams that was present, the fans, because there are a few persons coming out to watch this game. I want to apologize to them and to let them know that we'll do all in our powers to see how best we can make make sure that this game play. Because really and truly that is holding us back, because we want the game to play, because that is a semi-final game and we need a result that we can move on. I think the FA did all in its powers to make that game played, but due to circumstances beyond our control, that it didn't come through. We contacted the officials. We even asked for extra officials to come to the game. We contacted the police. We asked for extra policemen to come to the game. And here we are tonight that we fall short with the police security, hence the reason the game couldn't play. So we're hoping that not too far from today that we can reschedule this game and have the game played.
So, Ethan, do you think it's a case of a silent protest? Because Thursday, the reasoning for the game not playing was because of the officials. Sunday, it seems to be the security officials. And we're hearing talk that, there seems to be some issue with the security and also the match officials as it relates to the outcome of the disciplinary committee. Do you think that they may be taking some sort of silent protest? And if so, do you intend to meet with the relevant parties?
Well, yeah, I don't want to say that too early, because I spoke to some of the officials myself. I spoke to the person in charge of the police, and they assured me that there would be police officers at the game. So I don't want to come to that conclusion and say it's a silent protest. And like you rightly say, I think it's fair that now, based on what transpired, that we meet with them and move forward.
And that's the president of the Dominica Football Association, Glenn Etienne. Let's turn the attention now to cricket. The West Indies batsman Craig Brathwaite, he says the team failed to adapt to the conditions as they crashed to a heavy defeat in the first test against Pakistan inside 3 days. The Windies lost by 127 runs as they were bowled out for 123, chasing 251 to win. The captain, however, had praises for Jomel Warwick, who took 10 wickets in the match, and Alec Athanaze, who got 55 in the second innings.
Well, yeah, I think we could take a lot from how Warwick bowled. I think he bowled the slowest on the pitch, and you see that offered a lot of purchase, a lot of bounce. So as spinners, we could look at that. The pace he bowled, and he was very consistently bringing the batsman forward. I think that was very, very important. I think in the first innings, we allowed them to score too many runs on the back foot. And batting wise, we saw how Alec played. He was obviously very versatile. He swept the ball both sides. We can learn from it a lot, and we just got to be brave. It's gone. The defeat is gone. We got one more test, and we got to believe in ourselves. I think it's important to be positive on these type of pitches. Looking to score always. You still got to trust the defense a number of moments as well. But I think you have that mindset of looking to score intent. I mean, you saw how Alec Anthony's did it. Pretty much made 50 off 50 balls, and we just got to believe, man. I think we see from day one it was spinning, and I think once we could bring it together, both bowling wise and batting wise, we could come out on top in the second test.
And that's the West Indies captain Craig Brathwaite. The final scores in the first test match: Pakistan 230 and 157, the West Indies 137 and 123. The second test will begin on Saturday. Meantime, sports commentator Delvin Esprit feels it's time for Craig Brathwaite to step down as the West Indies captain. He says Alec Athanaze should be handed the responsibility to captain the West Indies team.
I have been saying that for the longest while on the off-the-field program, that Alec Athanaze should be given the captaincy. They should throw the responsibility on Alec Athanaze to captain the West Indies team. I remember a couple of years ago that Graham Smith was for the captaincy for South Africa. At very young, they give him the responsibility. I think West Indies should look to go that direction. In terms of the deputy and so on, you have Imlaj there, the captain of the Guyana team. As a wicketkeeper, he's looking very good with the gloves. I think they should throw the responsibility on him and give him the vice captain. I think they should not be looking at Alec Athanaze and Imlaj to captain and vice captain the West Indies team, because we cannot continue with Craig Brathwaite and De Silva, the vice captain, and he has been dropped. So it's going to be difficult for De Silva maybe to come back on the team. We really haven't got the type of quality of players, but I think right now is the time that the West Indies board have to look at seeing things differently.
And that's the West Indies, in fact, the sports commentator, Delvin Esprit. Hayley Matthews smashed an unbeaten century to guide the West Indies women's team to a convincing 9-wicket win over Bangladesh in the first of 3 one-days in St. Kitts Sunday. Bangladesh batted first. They posted 198 for 9 in their 50 overs. Deandra Dottin bagged 3 for 40. Aliyah Aline 2 for 22. And Hayley Matthews 2 for 41. The Windies chasing 199 got 202 for 1 in 31.4 overs. Hayley Matthews hit 104 not out. Kiana Joseph 70. The Windies won by 9 wickets. The second one-day international is set for Tuesday afternoon. And the West Indies women's under-19 team got a rude awakening in their opening match of the ICC Women's Under-19 T20 World Cup in Malaysia on Sunday. The Windies, they were humbled in their opening match against India. The West Indies batted first. They made just 44 all out. India replied with 47 for 1 in 4.2 overs to win by 9 wickets. Dominica's Amia Gilbert did not get an opportunity to bowl. The West Indies will play Sri Lanka in their next match tonight at 10:30 p.m. Caribbean time. That too is a look at the DBS morning news and sports. Let's remind you at 9:30 this morning, we have the program talking point you don't want to miss. Waste management, the status of waste management and plans for improvement in 2025. Minister for the Environment, Kozia Frederick, will speak to Ivona John Baptist Luge 9:30 this morning. You don't want to miss the very important talking point on DBS this morning. Well, on behalf of the news and sports departments and our link person, Hazari Williams, Curtis Matthew saying good morning.
Rudolph Thomas Enterprise in Portsmouth, your suppliers of building materials and hardware products. Over 20 years experience in the business. Rudolph Thomas has lumber and plywood, Portland and tile cement, steel rods, galvanized and fence pipe. And Rudolph Thomas can meet all your wire needs. Galvanized roofing sheets, doors, windows, toilet sets, face basins and bidets. PVC piping, fittings and lattice. Check out Rudolph Thomas for ceramic and vinyl floor and wall tiles, nails, nuts and bolts, paint and painting supplies. And check out their line of electrical and hand tools. And Rudolph Thomas is your one-stop shop for hard-to-find items like fiberglass mat and fiberglass resin and welding rods. Go now to Rudolph Thomas on 1240 Bay Street in Portsmouth.
The National Bank of Dominica Board of Directors invites all shareholders to Cocktails and Calypso, the annual Shareholders Forum, Thursday, January 30th, 2025 at the Fort Young Hotel. Get informed, understanding the annual report and financial statements by facilitator Dr. Robertine Chatterton. Pre-registration is required for shareholders attending the forum online. Visit nbddominica.com or NBD's social media platform for registration links and instructions. Join us as we mix business insights with vibrant culture. NBD's Cocktails and Calypso, the annual Shareholders Forum 2025.
DBS News. Accurate, up-to-date, professional. We bring you the news of the nation via 3 newscasts, Monday to Saturday at 7 a.m. The DBS Major Morning News, 1:15 p.m. Your lunchtime news bulletin, and at 6 in the evening, the DBS Evening News. Call us at 448-4302. Listen on www.dbcradio.net. Don't forget to like our Facebook page at www.facebook.com/DBS Radio. Stay on top of the nation's news with your nation station, DBS. 7:34 is the time here on Your Nature Isle. Shortly, we bring you your morning's weather report. Just before we do so, would like to remind you of your kanago word of the day for today. Today we got a sentence, my whole body hurts in kanago. And that's soon Nokobo Kariti Nuni. Soon Nokobo Kariti Nuni. My whole body hurts in kanago. And that's soon, S-U-N, Nokobo, N-O-K-O-B-O, Kariti, K-A-R-I-T-I, Nuni, N-U-N-I, soon Nokobo, Kariti Nuni. My whole body hurts in Kanago. Join us tomorrow morning, God willing, at roughly 6:47 for another edition of your Kanago Word of the Day here on your nation station, DBS Radio. Up next, your morning's weather report, made possible compliments the good folks of Flow Dominica Limited and Big Edge Financial.
You've got the edge over your circumstances. Many times there'll be trials to face. At least when it comes to your waning finances, you've got the edge. Help is coming your way. You've got Big Edge for those days when you're running low. Big Edge is the place to go. Big Edge. The cash can be in your hand with the easiest payment plan. Big Edge. Cash in a flash.
At this time, we greet Dane Charles with this morning's weather report. Good morning.
Good morning. This is your weather update from the Dominica Meteorological Service at the Douglas Charles Airport for the 20th of January 2025, recorded at 7 a.m. Today's weather is expected to be partly cloudy to cloudy and breezy with some scattered morning showers. The conditions at Douglas Charles Airport this morning were fair. The surface winds came from the east-southeast at 30 knots or 24 kilometers an hour, and the temperature was 26 degrees Celsius or 79 degrees Fahrenheit. Yesterday's rainfall at Douglas Charles was 3.4 millimeters, and the monthly rainfall so far has been 104.7 millimeters. Sunset today is at 5:58 p.m. and sunrise tomorrow at 6:36 a.m. High tide today at 7:31 a.m. and 8:04 p.m. and the next low tide at 2:33 p.m. And now the weather outlook for Dominica and the Lesser Antilles. A high pressure system is a dominant feature. This is supporting breezy conditions across the region. As a result, occasional cloudiness and some passing showers are expected over the island during the next 24 hours. Breezy conditions are expected to persist through the week. Moderate to rough seas are expected during the next 24 hours, with waves expected to increase to peak to near 10 feet along the northern through eastern coastline and near 7 feet along the west. Locally, rough seas are anticipated, and all sea users and people living near to or traversing coastal areas are advised to be on the alert and to take the necessary precautions. Sea bathers are advised to stay out of the water. And now the weather forecast for today and tonight. The synopsis: weak unstable conditions are affecting the area. The forecast for today is partly cloudy to cloudy and breezy with some scattered morning showers. The winds are expected to come from the northeast to east at 20 to 40 kilometers an hour with higher gusts. Sea conditions expected to moderate to rough in open water with waves from 1.5 to 3 meters or 5 to 10 feet. A small craft warning is in effect. For more information about weather conditions, visit our website at www.weather.gov.dm or call us at 266-4490. For further information, like our Facebook page at Dominica Meteorological Service, follow us on Instagram at Dominica Met, and also on our WhatsApp channel at 618-3469. Reporting from the Douglas Charles Airport, I am Dane Charles.
And we thank Dane Charles for this morning's weather report, made possible compliments Big Edge Financial and Flow Dominica Limited.
Here's a fun fact. In just 29 seconds, you can say goodbye to paper bills forever. Seriously, in 29 seconds. That's less time than this ad. Head over to discoverflow.co or visit us in-store and update your contact information now. By October 1st, your bills will be digital, easy to access, secure, and hassle-free. So what are you waiting for? This ad still has 2 seconds left, and you could have already gone paperless.
Make weather information a part of your daily life. Listen to the weather report after the morning news and at 1:10 p.m. daily on DBS Radio. A message from the Dominica Meteorological Service, your trusted source for weather information.
This is DBS Radio.
Twenty minutes before 8. Up next, we present the general announcements and what's on your community bulletin board. Made possible compliments Valley Engineering, Sales and Services, and the Central Cooperative Credit Union.
Central Cooperative Credit Union is encouraging all members to update their accounts. Members, please present the following at any of our 2 branches. Valid picture ID. This could be a passport, Dominica Social Security card, government-issued ID, such as driver's license or state ID. Proof of address, reflecting your name and current address. This document could be a utility bill, hire purchase document, bank statement, bank reference letter, employment letter, or driver's license. Where your driver's license is presented as a proof of address, you will need to present your passport or Dominica Social Security card as identification. While you are at the branch of your choice, please take the opportunity to update the beneficiary to your account. The purpose of this is to ensure that upon your death, the person whom you so desire will get the proceeds to your account. Please visit our Goodwill or Portsmouth branch today. Our friendly and efficient staff are waiting to serve you.
And now, your community bulletin board.
Domlec wishes to inform its customers at Queso, Coptal, and Mont Prosper that their electricity supply will be interrupted today, Monday, January 20th, between the hours of 9 a.m. and 3 p.m. This interruption is necessary to allow Domlec to carry out vegetation management between Coptal and Elms Hall. Additional information is available on Domlec's website at www.domlec.dm under Scheduled Outages. Domlec appreciates your understanding in this matter and regrets any inconvenience caused. UE announces continuing and professional education courses in the following, starting on January 27, 2025. Building and Construction Management, 10 weeks. Advanced Counseling, 13 weeks. Customer Service, 6 weeks. Entrepreneurship and New Venture Creation, 10 weeks. Financial Risk Management, 10 weeks. Fundamentals of Special Education 2, 10 weeks. Human Resource Management 1, 6 weeks. Introduction to Counseling, 13 weeks. Introduction to Supervisory Management, 13 weeks. Principles of Teaching Young Children, 10 weeks. Public Speaking and Professional Presentation Skills, 10 weeks. Sales and Marketing Management 1, 6 weeks. Quantity Surveying, 10 weeks. 6-week courses are $300. 10-week courses cost $500, and 13-week courses cost $650. The deadline for registration is Wednesday, January 22, 2025. Call 285-3482 for more details. The management and staff of the Northeastern Funeral Association wishes their patrons and all Dominicans by extension a happy and blessed New Year and a successful 2025. Members and patrons of the Northeastern Funeral Association at Collyho and environs should take note that NEFA representatives will be available in that area for annual collections and other matters of interest on Wednesday, 22nd January and Wednesday, 29th January, also Wednesday, 5th February 2025. All patrons in the Grand Bay area